What's going down? What's going down? Welcome back to the Love and Lacey podcast.
Show for the 360.
It's your boy B, aka B Aktiv.
Lacey from Lacey.
Kal from Kal.
Man, what's good? Long time no see, it seems like, man.
Surprised you guys remember my name. I had some things to attend to, but I'm back now. Thank you guys for holding it down while I was away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry to the audience.
Did you get a peek at the premiere?
I haven't yet. But you just sent it to me today. I've been at work all day.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm gonna watch it tonight though.
That's what we do, man.
Yes, sir. Came straight here after work. What's up with you guys?
Yeah, we chilling, man.
What's been up, man?
Enjoying life.
Everything.
A lot of things.
Working hard. Summer about to be here. Kids about to be out of school. Driving me
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
Summertime.
Yeah.
It's bittersweet.
I'm getting some more responsibilities at work, so it's about to be more busier.
And the kid's about to be right here. In her face.
Screaming in the background all day.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be at work.
Mommy. Leave me alone.
You already know.
Don't you see I'm at work? Kids don't care, man. They just want to play. That's all they want to do is play.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they don't play with each other, so it sucks.
Right.
Well, mine. Ours, though.
Let's talk about it, man. You got a hat on for the first time.
I do. I know you guys
got
see
the
it.
new
Crisp,
hoodie.
too. I'm just representing, you know what I mean? Something I believe in. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. And I look good in it, too.
Pursuing 365 every day.
At gmail.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
So
so
that in there.
guess what happened? I'm driving home from work today, and I see this fire. So I start recording it, you know what I mean, while I'm driving. And then I went under the bridge on I-5, and behind me, sad is to see this, but there was like something on fire, a car or something, that ambulance is up there, and all the cars were stopped coming around the corner.
On the bridge.
Like leaving the west side, and you're right when it curves, and you're gonna go into downtown. I-5,
Oh, okay,
right?
okay, yeah.
Yeah, man, it was a big fire, black smoke and everything. Fire truck was pulled up, and all the cars were just backed up.
Up on the ridge?
Up on the ramp, all the way around the
What
curve.
exit? What exit? The 105?
I should know this. Was it 108? If you're leaving the
No,
west
it's not
side.
wrong. It's like 101.
101. That's what it is.
101.
Yeah, 101. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah,
We
man.
were just on the last episode we just recorded, yesterday? We was talking about how many accidents we've been witnessing. Like, I've been seeing
And
a bunch.
fires and just
Man.
tragedies.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's crazy that we just continue on. You weren't even here yesterday, and you jump in like
Right.
you
That
was a
is
part of
crazy.
yesterday's episode.
Yeah.
It was the same topics, man. Seeing people just drugged by motorcycles, like a motorcycle over here, a car over here, fire over here, people shooting people on the highway.
I know.
Remember that? You heard about that
Yes.
one? Yeah, I brought that up too yesterday. Like, it's crazy, man. It's just a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, man. You gotta be careful. And people, we gotta mind our own business. If it don't concern you, then keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Because people are crazy these days, man.
Yeah.
People are doing a lot of weird stuff, and yeah, man. I tell
Especially
my
if
kids,
you have kids in the car and stuff, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You gotta mind. I mean, there's times where you should help someone, and I think we all know those times. But like, for the most part, blinders on and keep it
Yeah, I mean
pushing.
that's part of what contributes to the traffic jam is people just looking.
I know.
Looking
slowing
loose.
down.
Right.
Looking and slowing down and you know what I mean, just if you ain't gonna get out and help, man,
Right.
hit the gas.
Right. You're stuck in traffic. Then you get there and there's just someone with their hazards on. That pisses me
Me?
off, bro.
I was telling that. I'm like, the thing that pisses me off the most out of like in traffic things is those kind of traffic delayed for like miles and miles, and it's literally either nothing at all. It's people trying to merge onto the freeway because they don't know how to merge. So it's like those exits are jamming out.
Right.
Or it's something super dumb, a car pulled on the shoulder.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Like,
Cause I commute every day.
Right.
The police be fucking traffic up, man.
Okay.
These dudes will literally just get in the lane, and then the whole just dynamic of the flow of traffic is now 59.
speaking of that, there was a post yesterday.
Ryan Lindstrom posted it.
Okay.
Shout out to my dude.
He went to school with me. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's funny. So, anyways, he had posted, and it was like right on by the Marvin Road exit on the freeway. And I still don't know. No one ever really said. I didn't go like back to the post to see what they were saying, if like something had actually happened. But there was a Washington State Patrol, and all of a sudden it just fucking turned its lights on and started weaving in and out of all the lanes like this.
Not traffic, the lanes. The lanes were open. It was literally
like not.
What?
There's smoke out there.
And then turn around and pull somebody over.
Right.
No,
Right.
I don't think so. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. Like these.
Where's the consequence for that? You know what I mean?
No, so anyway,
That person got
so he
pulled
was
over.
doing that, and then then all of a sudden, some random car, like, not either didn't see him up there doing that or whatever, was just like minding their business, trying to, you know, get the hell out of the traffic. And he goes up in front and he exits, and then the WSP pulls him over off the exit.
You're right. Washington State Patrol.
Yes, I still want to know what that was, because then there was all these people with their input. Like, well, in Arizona and in California, that's what they do if there's a huge accident up ahead and they don't want the traffic to, you know, hit it like crazy, or
they'd be going like this in all the lanes.
yeah, to like slow the traffic and to make it so that they're not like abruptly all of a sudden at 60 miles an hour coming up on a scene and like traffic.
That does make sense.
But I don't know what happened. We don't know, so I need to look into that.
Well, I mean, on the post, he pulled that car over.
Right.
The only other car
Right.
in the lanes in front of him.
Right, so then that was what someone else was saying, was like, well, if he was worried about doing that, then why was he worried about pulling the one car over? But then someone else was like, well, maybe he was waiting for that car. But I'm like, no, that wouldn't make sense. He wouldn't do all that to
Right,
wait
right,
for
right,
it.
right.
If I could find the video, I will drop it in the edit so you guys can see what we saw, because it's, you know, make your own conclusion. We don't know what happened.
That is
I don't
interesting,
know.
It's
though.
all assumptions.
Yeah, that is interesting.
How's your week been? Like
Busy.
moving in,
Busy, bro.
all of that.
Listen,
Like, what's up with that?
I'm gonna tell you guys. We could have moved all my stuff in my car in one trip. You know what I'm
maybe
saying?
two. Maybe two.
At the most. At the most. But we ended up with a 20-foot U-Haul.
You try to slide that in all soft spoken.
You know.
We ended up with a 20-foot U-Haul.
I'm
Wasn't that 24? Didn't you tell me?
Man, it was a big one, man. It was a big one.
A tank.
Right. And it was rush hour too. We had to go. So but we got it done, you know, turned all the keys in. I'm super excited, super grateful. Someone gave us a chance. You know what I mean? Believed in us, trusted us to give us the keys to their house. And you know, like yesterday, my coworker Sam, she helped me garden. We got a garden going.
Nice.
Yes, I got two cucumbers, 2 tomatoes, and I'm so new at this, but I've been wanting to garden for so long.
I wanted to see what I'm telling you right now. Okay, it's cool and it's therapeutic at
It
first.
is.
At first.
It is.
But then once the winter come, or the fish stuff overgrow, or the rabbits come, or the
And we got a gang of rabbits in our spirit.
it's not gonna
I
be
be
fun
them
no
all the
more.
time out here.
Right,
It's not gonna be fun no more.
Yeah, they
I
not
do.
even scared.
And then bugs
Right.
be eating all your stuff, and no.
Yeah, then it becomes like everything else.
Mhm.
Like
A
that good
chore.
job you wanted, went hella months for until you got
Yeah.
3 interviews, and then you got it, and then 6 months in, you like, fuck work. Man,
This shit
I
sucks.
hate my job. Like, hold on,
Hey, bro, you guys hiring?
can't get a raise.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's, you know, everything has that honeymoon phase, man.
Right. Everything
Where
is
it's like super therapeutic, super great, super wonderful, and then it just starts. And you start really realizing, like, damn, I did all that work to get to this mediocre status. And then you start pursuing more things.
Yeah, but then that's like
but that's
with anything. Though,
but that's what I was
because
gonna say.
feel
That's our
Like
society.
There's like just I don't even like really personally know like one person maybe that it like literally just loves their job and they just love going to work. Like work is still work. At the end of the day, it's still a
Right.
job. It's still away from the things.
I mean, I guess I'm in the
you'd rather
honeymoon
be
phase
doing,
because I've only
like,
been there for a couple months, so I love my job.
There's still days where you don't want to go. You're tired or whatever.
Yeah, but being
And,
tired
like,
and loving my job is 2 different things. I could be tired and playing my favorite sport, but if I'm tired, it's just a drag day. It doesn't mean I don't love the
Right, I
sport.
want to go home early, or I don't want to go in this
Yeah,
morning.
just
2
that
hours late.
particular moment because, but if I'm healthy, self-care as we always talk about, then yeah, I love what I do.
You're in your honeymoon phase for sure. You're new to yourself.
Well, hopefully that phase lasts a long time.
Yeah.
The longer the phase lasts,
But it's
the better
subjective.
situation
It's
you're in.
subjective. And what I used to always tell myself, like when I did my first bid, and I did 10 years, I'm like, anything before 10 years is like, it's still new.
Right.
I just sat down for 10. You know, I've been out for 5. Oh,
Right.
it ain't even 10 yet. It's subjective.
Right.
It just depends on your personal, preference and experience. So, what I did do today is I was looking through some news stuff.
Okay.
And yesterday we brought up Lotus. Remember we were talking about
Yeah.
Lotus? So, hella randomly, completely unrelated, 24 hours later, I'm looking through the Olympian and come to find out the dude who played Karate Kid
Okay.
back in the day, the original
Right,
Karate
right,
Kid,
right.
He just bought estate in Tenino.
What?
So he is 20 years in, 2 decades, he owns the Lotus plant energy drink situation.
Interesting.
And I had no idea.
Daniel's son, huh?
Daniel's son, and he bought this house. The estate's in Tenino, most expensive personal property listed in Thurston County, Mason County in 2019.
Okay.
Originally it was like 11 point something million.
Is it a farm or?
No,
He's got
it's,
red lights.
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'll put a picture of what they had in
Lotus
the article.
became like a huge.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He said it's
popular,
almost got like
yeah.
in the article, he was talking like it's got a cult-like following. And he said that's not even going to be their main home because they have other homes.
Right.
This home he bought,
Because it's like a natural energy.
80
Some beyond that.
foot long pool.
What? No, I've
And
never
then the
heard
pool
of this
becomes
one.
an outdoor with like
And
the glass
in
roofs and all
Tenino,
that.
where?
That's
In
what I'm trying-
Tenino?
That's why I'm
Where?
stuck.
Sounds like the whole city to me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a meditation. Yeah, it's got a
It does.
Like Tenino, you're thinking like, how could anything fit in there that's that ginormous?
It's half a Tenino. But it's got
Like
meditation. It's got
Come to find out,
archery.
he bought the town, and we're just talking about the community pool.
Yeah, that's super, super crazy. I just didn't even. I was
That
just
is
tripping.
crazy. It's super weird.
Yeah, I was just tripping because it was him from Karate Kid. He paid
Right.
$2.3 million for it.
Sounds like
And
he
it was
won.
originally listed for 11.
You know what's crazy about stuff like that comes up?
Interesting.
Okay, the only little bit of difference is it was your work computer, right? Stuff happens to me all the time where I will be talking, not searching, not Google looking
Bring it up.
I will just be talking about something that I'm interested in or that I like, and then all of a sudden, those will be all the ads on the phone, all the ads on Facebook, all the things that pop up for this or that.
Is your phone around you when you're talking?
I'm pretty sure your phone's always around us. But does that happen to you?
All the time.
It-
All the time.
Weird. Not again.
Is it weird?
Again,
Or is it Apple?
This is not that I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
You're talking to
searching.
him about something, and
Yes.
then 2 days later, it's advertising
No,
to
the
you.
next day.
Yeah.
crazy.
That's Apple pulling cookies right
Man.
from your brain.
For real.
For real.
Yeah.
That's what
I don't
they
like
do.
that, though. I don't.
And my MacBook is Apple. So maybe they decided to show me
Dun,
that
dun,
article.
dun. Right.
I just did the edits for the episode talking about Lotus on the MacBook. I was like,
Right.
here, look at this article. Here's a guy who was behind Lotus.
He'll know who this guy is. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
another big one. This is huge, you guys. Nisqually tribe submitted their plans for what is it? A 500 people a day health and recovery center
Stop it.
Listen to this irony, though.
Okay. Okay.
Guess what building got tore down that they're gonna build this in?
The jail.
Nope. You guess. One guess.
The building that got torn down.
Yeah, that they're gonna put this treatment center in on Pacific.
Oh, on Pacific. Okay.
Hold on, let me think.
You already had your guess.
Okay.
Hold on.
I know too. We're going. I lost.
Like the old Albertsons?
Nope.
I don't.
Frankie's.
Oh, okay.
Frankie's Bar and Grill. The place that fought the system for the longest time to have marijuana present with alcohol is being tore down and going to become a treatment center for the Nisqually tribe. They hope to have 50 employees. They want it to be a one-stop shop because their idea is that so many people get certain treatment or they get, advocacy, but then it stops.
Okay.
They're navigating referrals.
Right.
They're trying to have everything in one spot. So you get your treatment, your aftercare, your referrals, your therapy, your MAP program, all that.
I think
right
that's
there.
what the Royal is now as well, from what I understand.
No way.
So before, what I knew was just a detox center.
Oh, the Royal. I thought. Okay.
You got the club, don't you?
Yeah, they did have a club called the Royal.
Yeah.
They did.
And now a treatment center
I
is
know
called the
the
Royal.
Royal.
It was just a
Right.
detox center. And then when I, years later went, actually applied there and actually got a job there. But it was different. They were like taking longer term and they were like more into like getting VA people and stuff like that. But yeah, it was like a live-in facility.
Yeah.
So
I got a
they
homie that works there, and he was
yeah.
saying something about I might apply to do like some support groups up in there. They actually will pay you to run support groups there at certain times. So I'm gonna look into that soon, but not too soon. Once things get settled. But last piece of information I have for you guys is starting July 1st, Washington CARES Fund. You guys heard of it?
No.
Okay, you guys should look it up. So just to give you a brief, what you want to look up is it's going to be a 0.58% decrease in all of our checks because our checks are going to fund this. And some of the comments I seen in the Olympian article, people were like, hey, call it what you want. It's just taxes, more taxes. It should be illegal because there's no way to opt out.
My little 5% increase I'm about to get in July is about to be X'd out because it's about
Well,
to
no, it's 0.58. So what they said, if you make $50,000 a year, it'll average to about $290. You're paying in off of your check
go towards what?
to go towards the Washington CARES Fund.
Was that like insurance or what?
I didn't really get into the full
when I think
article,
of care,
so I just grabbed
healthcare.
that piece so that I could make people aware that you should probably look that up and do your research on the Washington CARES Fund that is going into effect July 1st. So if checks start looking a little bit light, this is why.
I meant health insurance, by the way. I just wanted to clear that up.
Yeah.
But here, I got another piece of information. I was watching the news last night. The Days Inn in Hawks Prairie.
I saw the thing
You
was
saw
taken
that?
off the building. I didn't see it.
Oh, do you know what they're doing with
Nope.
it? They're renovating that
guess.
building. Okay, guess. One each.
They're gonna renovate. It's gonna be like a homeless, housing for homeless.
Ding, ding, ding,
yep.
ding, 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 ding.
And maybe rehabilitation housing.
Yeah, the whole thing. They're
Yep.
gonna do that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Let's go. We need it.
Yeah.
Definitely need it.
But here's my question. So
How do they
choose?
Mm-hmm.
How long do you, I guess you guys can answer this, but how are they going to choose? How are they going to determine how long you stay there? You know what I
yours
mean?
came on fire today because this is like good information.
Not only
that.
Every housing program, essentially, like we're talking about, it has this little honeymoon phase. Look what we're gonna do. Look what we're gonna do. But then it gets to a point where like, how come nobody's getting in?
Or
The waiting list is as long as the earth is around.
7-year waiting list to
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's all good and fine and dandy,
Section
but
8.
yeah, but what are you guys going to do to make this different? How are you going to occupy those beds immediately and start really impacting this houselessness that we're dealing with? Like our kids are playing outside and there's tents around. You know what I mean? It's becoming
This is one thing
scary.
I'm gonna say that I really wish that when it comes to things like Section 8 and stuff like that, yeah, they do their walkthroughs or they do their phone checks or their maybe mail-in application redo things, but like one thing that I really wish, and I'm not saying that people on drugs don't deserve housing or whatever, but the state is funding these things and people are funding these things. It's coming out of our taxes and our, the good working citizens. I think that there should be a standard where you have to be like almost like when you go to WorkSource, when you're in,
Okay.
when you're going through like that, like if you want TANF or something like that, right? Which is assistance.
Yeah, they put you in work
They put
source.
you, and they make you go to classes, and they make you try to get a job and persist.
And sometimes
on
they
you
put you to work
getting
at work
employed.
source.
And so the thing, I wish that those types of things did that as well, and it wasn't just people lazily living because they can have that free ticket, or people that are just fucking it off, sorry to say, you know, but it's like a lot of those things have bad stigmas and bad names, and people don't want to help people that because they have a Section 8 or a housing voucher, when sometimes people truly, like myself when I was in the situation, needed that, and I wanted that for my family. And it wasn't because I was being lazy or I didn't have a job or I was on drugs. It was because it is so expensive to be housed, and for the proper amount of space I needed for me and my children, that I really just needed that extra little bit of assistance and paying, you know? So I wish that there was more, that it was more structure based, and you would think with all the like things that they put on it and how they always, you know, are so strict about certain stuff, that they would really be on top of that. But there's people that have been on it for so long, and they just, it's like nothing ever happens. They're just addicts and not doing anything with their lives and not trying to because they're comfortable and they don't have to.
I mean, why try?
And I feel like I wish that certain things they just, you know, did drug tests or like whatever, or made them try, and like because then that would give more funding. The less funding they had to pay towards whatever would give another funding towards another family.
Someone who's willing to work.
Yes.
Well, you know, there's some people in my field where the idea is that you give the person you're supporting so much resource and help and guidance and training that it's not about, here's this housing voucher, now go get in the house. Let's give them the tools to keep their housing once they get the housing, you know.
Okay.
And if we focus on that, you know, piggyback on what my wife is saying, then you have them doing, you know, resume courses, learning their rights as a tenant. A lot of people don't know their rights as tenants. You get into a rental agreement, and because somebody said yes, you're just like, cool.
Well, yeah, and that,
let me in the keys, and boom.
You take whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an assistance program, is what I understand.
Informed.
So it's supposed to assist you. It's not supposed to be something you live off of for forever because you can.
I'm in the field, and it depends on the program. Some programs are case management attached, which they're doing exactly what you say. They're getting assigned a case manager. They're not only getting them in the house, they're monitoring them monthly, and if they're able to pay rent, they wean them off the program. If they're not, they help them and they case manage. And then there's programs that are just like the dollar amount here, I'll pay this, pay that. But basically you gotta go, get out of my face. Get in the house, and then 3 months down the road, they're houseless again.
Right.
You know, those are the ones that we're trying to avoid happening, at least in my field, you know, where I'm at, the people I work with. That's our philosophy and our angle on that particular situation, is trying to just keep them informed.
Right.
The more they're informed, the more they can do. It's like, you know, the old adage, if, you know, you can't
lead a man, teach a man to fish, lead him to water.
Exactly.
I'm saying it completely butchered
but
back.
I'm sure everybody knows what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can lead a person to a body of water, but you
horse,
can't make them drink.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Right.
Yeah. Babe knows. But you said you had something else you had on your mind, man. I know that wasn't it.
Okay, I do. I wanted to ask the audience something. What are the best schools/school districts in Thurston County?
And why?
And why? Because
you know what? We do have our page, the Love and Lacey podcast show for the 360 Facebook page, and we can create a poll.
Aren't they rated? I'm sure that also, I mean, I don't know.
They're rated.
I'm pretty sure, like, you could probably Google and get like a rating based on whatever, but I mean, you're asking the audience, but I'm pretty sure based off maybe like the statistics of like their grade achievement or something. I'm not really sure.
However many kids per thousand or something like that. Right.
Yeah.
And another thing in news, no more masks at the pediatrics.
No more what?
No more masks at the pediatrics. You know, and if it's at the pediatrics, then that's pretty much everywhere is probably like whatever.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure all that stuff had been lifting at the end of May. I believe a lot of.
In Washington, a lot of that stuff is lifting, but federally, I mean, up at the halfway house, the rumor I got is that they're extending it because at the halfway house before they used to charge inmates basically 25% of whatever they're making. It didn't matter what they're making, and because of COVID, it's free.
Right.
Nobody's getting charged anything. And they were saying in July that was gonna. Actually, they were saying in June that was gonna lift, and then they had their little meetings and all that.
Right.
And I'm there, and I'm not. They're not charging us nothing. Nothing's come up yet. So I think on a federal level, Biden, he's really the one who's in control of if that CARES Act emergency COVID thing gets lifted or not. I don't think it's being lifted federal, but I think a lot of states are like they're through with it.
Okay.
States are deciding for themselves, and us being like ground zero originally, I think Washington was one of the first to start lowering their levels and dropping the mask mandates and just becoming autonomous away from that. Hey, we're not leaning on the COVID funding and all these things anymore. We're just gonna do what we do. We're gonna stay in our lane and move forward.
Do us, right.
And just move forward with life. And there's been a couple other states, like when I was locked up, I used to watch the news a lot. I don't necessarily watch the news.
I know I did every morning.
I mean, it was kind of part of the day room, like
Mm-hmm.
the atmosphere, the community. It's like you go in the day room. There's 8 TVs, 3 of them are on news, 2 of them are on sports. Like in the morning times, it was never really like people watching TV shows in the morning in prison. Like people, they watch the news. That's why I talked about the one time where I was in Cali. Every day, a high-speed chase on Sepulveda in California. Like, these dudes is really living the life of GTA, like in real life. Every day.
Okay.
Every day. We don't see none of that. And I'm blessed that we live where we live, man. Lacey is a wonderful place to raise children. The schools are
changing a lot, but it is.
It is. I mean, aside from, like the, like I mentioned earlier, just if we could get a grip on this houselessness.
Yeah.
That's what I have the most fear about with little kids running around the neighborhood is there's tents in random spots in random neighborhoods, and that's just you never know what can happen in that situation with the kids, especially preteen, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, running around neighborhood, and they come across a houseless person maybe just going through it,
or needles and stuff, because those people, some people that are in those situations do not care because to them streets of garbage is a garbage, and they just dump their needles.
And one accident can change somebody's life.
Yeah, could literally
forever.
Yeah, give a disease to an innocent kid, overdose a kid. Freaking scary.
That is so
and that's
scary.
with the parks too, though. Like I really am really like particular about parks where I take them, and then I remember the other day, and now this is getting hotter too. Achilles wanted to go without shoes. I absolutely not.
It's not gonna happen.
Why not? We're at the park, and I said, yeah, honey, because that's where the grossest stuff can be. Like, absolutely not.
Where's like the code of ethics though? Like if you're gonna do your thing, leave it out the park.
You know
what I mean?
Okay, but you're talking about people that are literally not in their right state of mind.
Good. Touche.
You know what I'm saying?
Touche.
They're out
they
there
are
struggling.
trying to utilize any space to do it because they're just trying to get to their next fix. Any bathroom that's available, any secret little, path.
Should we put needle things in all bathrooms and raise them, or make them to where you can't get nothing out? But then someone would just leave it right there. So I guess you never get around the issue, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just think about like what a heavy opiate user is doing, especially a needle user. They're putting this thing in, they're taking their hit, and then 9 times out of 10, they're nodding out. Right. When they come to, it could be minutes, hours, the next day, and then they just go shuffle off and do it. They're not remembering or thinking about, I should probably clean up that needle that I used.
And the blood that squirted out with it, and the extra drugs that went on the ground, that now some kid's gonna walk in barefooted. It's sad. It's scary. It's sad. It's just, it is.
And being on both sides of the spectrum, it's like, it's hard to condemn them because I work in a field where I'm seeing them as humans and not just these, shitted on people that the society are just ready to condemn and treat
and that is
less
what
than
society
human.
is ready to do too.
Yeah, so it's like
100.
The same people I'm talking about in the light of like, I wish they wouldn't do this. I'm in a position where when they come in front of me, I can hopefully help them move forward with their life and away from being in a situation like that. And yeah, it's heavy.
You're a very compassionate person, B. You know.
I've been accused of that before. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, but check it out. My boy got a cane, got a man. Got a cane, got a man from Cirvin Raw podcast. He just sent in a little clip. A little Did You Know? And we're going to let y'all watch it real quick.
Oh, shit.
Did you know?
Did you know when platinum selling hip hop group Onyx dropped their third album, Shut 'Em Down?
I didn't know that, no.
Onyx put a then unknown 50 Cent on the project's third single, React.
And I told him, give me what's mine. The sick part is when the police came around to get me. Who was with me, the snitches saying it was 50.
Him on the track and video before he was even anybody. Onyx were able to recognize 50 Cent's talent before anybody knew who he was.
People like that have an eye or an ear for that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you what, when Gutter Kane, the Gutter Man, sent me that clip, and he starts clips out. Did you know? I was nope, I didn't. Absolutely not.
To me.
You want to know what is crazy too? Remember when he was on the episode and I was talking about influential people of our times and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Shortly after that, Tina Turner passed away.
I didn't know this.
And you didn't know that?
No.
Yes.
Me neither.
What?
How come no way?
Yes, Tina Turner passed away.
Like right
I
after.
missed that.
Like
in the last few weeks
ago, yeah.
Wow, I'm sure they're gonna mention it on the BET Awards.
Now you guys are
coming
making
up.
me like second guess, like
Right,
did
did it
really?
actually?
Because
Yeah.
like, how do
Is
y'all
that fake
not
news?
know?
Like, I
How
hope
do
it
you
is,
not
but
know? Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you would hear something like that and it would be
It was
fake
on
news.
someone's Facebook. Yeah, Tina Turner passed away a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Crazy.
we definitely
Insane. I
have to,
grew up
Wow.
listening to her.
man. Speaking of BET, once again, I do gotta mention Brad Leone is going to potentially perform on BET Awards
Yeah.
this
That's
month.
so dope.
It is.
That's so dope.
It is. I'm gonna drop the link in the edits because he needs 20 nominations to confirm his place as a performer. So hopefully you guys can go in here.
Easy peasy.
Yeah.
The Love and Lacey community, come on. We
Let's
got
go.
this for Brad.
Let's go.
We
Let's
have
send
to.
them there.
All he
If
needs
it
is
was
20
you,
nominations.
would you want the nominations?
20 nominations.
You better beep boop boop.
I'm gonna put the link on the page. I'm gonna put it on the Facebook
Yeah,
page.
put it on Facebook too.
Y'all go there and y'all nominate my boy so he can perform. He's gonna give a big shout out to us. I FaceTime him every day. Every day. Brad Leone.
That's another thing I don't understand about people, because I see like people trying to get like their TikTok follows up and stuff like that, and it's like, why do people hesitate to follow people? Who cares? Who cares? It's not like who you follow is not affecting anything. So go ahead, click that follow.
Right.
Let the people get their little numbers of that's what they're really trying to do. Like,
Right.
they just, I hate that. I don't understand why people are like hesitant to follow somebody. Who cares? It doesn't affect anything you do. You only can see your followers when you click on them and you scroll through whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But other than that, it has no effect on anything. So follow them.
I
Follow a
mean,
million,
maybe
trillion
on
different
some
people.
levels,
We're all low-key
on
haters.
some levels, well, they might not be haters because on some levels, when you follow somebody, it means that every time they make a post, it comes across your feed.
No, because there's for you and there's following. You can literally choose to click following, and I'll show you.
What's the difference?
Followings. If you click following, it only shows videos of the people you're following.
Okay.
But if you click for you, that's just like the posted videos every day that they select.
Okay.
Okay.
You learned something
Yeah.
every day. You know what I'm trying to learn?
What?
I'm trying to learn.
TikTokies.
I'm working
Are
on
you
that.
gonna get on? Are you gonna do some TikToks? We're gonna look up some TikToks on
I'm
one of these
just-
episodes and just
Well, listen.
try
One
to bust
time,
down.
Tiff has TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but
I
one
don't
time
either.
we stayed up real late and watched TikTok live, and that shit had me dying. Oh my goodness, the internet's undefeated. The internet's undefeated, bro. We sat there. All of a sudden, it's like 3:00 in the morning. I said I gotta go to bed, but I got lost, and that's another reason why I don't. Because of that one experience, man. I don't have time to get lost in TikTok.
No, I wasn't
It happens
saying
easily.
to get
for
on
me
there
to
and start
get
scrolling. I'm saying like they got like TikTok challenges.
Oh yeah,
we could look up a
do one.
challenge and then we
Let's do the crate challenge.
Do the tortilla challenge.
You see what I'm saying?
Hot
They got-
chip count.
Yeah, they got challenge. We just start doing little challenge shorts. I bet I follow them go up then. We start hurting ourselves and shit. Motherfuckers, they haters. They want to see you hurt yourself. That's
100%.
entertainment. B tried to do a dance and broke his femur.
We'll be at 30,000 tomorrow.
Me on his back.
They go all the way like this.
You know you're getting old when.
Challenge accepted. TikTok wins again.
The minute someone breaks their leg,
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you.
That's how you get to 1 million followers.
that's how you get there.
I know. I was
You
gonna
can
ask
do
you,
something stupid to break your leg.
what's up with the local hooping situation?
Oh,
Where are we hooping at nowadays?
oh my goodness.
'Cause I remember back in the day, we used to hit like St. Martin's
Wow.
College.
Bro, St. Martin's,
The
the
Y.
YMCA downtown every Friday.
Yeah.
No, that was Saturday. Friday was the I want to say Old Folks Center. I have a bad habit of saying Old Folks Center. It's over down the street, downtown. The floor used to bounce. The community
The
center.
community center.
The
We used to go there when we
center.
was hella young,
Bro, hell.
It's about now, like us right now, at our age, like who's
they-
still linking up hooping?
Are
like,
they hooping at Wonderwood this summer? Hey, someone told me Ballin' His Life came to somewhere around here not that long. I'm gonna have to fact check this, but someone told me that, and I was like, they're not going to the Wood. And I was like, well, maybe they don't even go to the Wood no more.
We need to figure that out. So if you guys know,
I know to ask too.
give us the invite because we both hoopers, so y'all can come get
Come
it.
on, they don't want
What's
that.
up? Love and
Yeah.
Lacey. Love and Lacey presents the Hoop Court Challenge. What's up? 2-on-2, me and Cal.
Oh, they don't want that.
Come get us.
They don't want
We
that.
still
Let's
hoop.
do it. Let's do it. Listen,
The
we're
challenge
calling,
is out
we're
there.
calling you out.
What's up?
Yeah,
Maybe we're gonna
the
video it.
challenge is out there.
Yeah, if y'all dust us, fuck it. Maybe we'll get followers getting whooped.
Right.
But I don't think we're gonna get whooped.
I don't think so either.
And I ain't even hooped in
I think
hella.
it's
You ain't
very
hooped in
unlikely.
hella.
I haven't.
We ain't hooped with each other in hella. And we still gonna have that chemistry that's gonna make it look like we've been practicing for years together.
That would be fun. Yeah, we issued the challenge. We're calling you guys out.
Yeah.
Someone has to respond now.
Hit the comments. Do what you do.
Oh, wow.
Name the time
Let's
and
go.
place. And if we ain't both
Also,
working,
hit like and subscribe while you're at it.
And then you know what? Yeah,
like
at the
and
same
subscribe
time.
At the same time.
Don't be a hater.
Hey, do you know, since we're going to be hooping, how can we get remedies for a breaking down body? What do you guys do when you're
On
sore?
the next episode, we're gonna leave that cliffhanger.
Ooh.
Remedies
Dun,
for our
dun,
aging
dun.
bodies. Next episode. And I know just the guests to bring on the show.
Ooh.
We out.
Thank you guys for your support.